Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Bill Kelly back with Peyton and Piper for Growth Week on Outside the Classroom. And one of the great things about where we live is we get to see a lot of these, what do they call? What are the big things right there? Trees. And we have a lot of them here at the property. And what we thought would be neat for Growth Week is to look at the trees and see not only the little ones, because they start out as little baby trees, but look at the big ones and maybe count and see how old they are with some tree rings. What do you think? Yeah. Should we go find some tree rings and count them? All right, come on, let's go. Yeah! All right, now this here is a great example. Look at how big this tree is. You see how high it is? You can't even see the top, it's so big. But what happens is every year it drops these little pods, and in these pods are some seeds, and those seeds will grow a tree. And look at what we have right here. Look. It's a little teeny baby tree that's starting to grow. And that tree then will become a little bigger like that in a few years, and then a few years later become a bigger tree, and eventually become a humongous tree. And we could find out how old this tree is by counting the rings. Do you want to see some rings? Come on, I'll show you. All right, guys, look it. So this was an old tree that we had to cut down because it was too old and it would have fallen. But once we cut it down, we could see inside the tree. And each one of these little rings that you see, do you see the rings? Each one of them means the tree was a year old. So let's count these rings and see how old this big tree was. All right, so now that we've counted all the lines, we've marked all the lines, this tree is over 100 years old. And every time there's a line, the tree had a birthday. Like you guys have a birthday, right? And do you see how sometimes the lines are a little farther apart and sometimes they're closer together? That might have something to do with the weather conditions. Some of those years, we had a lot of rainfall, and other years, not so much, and maybe there was a little less sun or a little more sun. Maybe something was growing nearby that was taking some water and it didn't anymore, but either way, it's very fun to count the rings on the trees and see how old the trees are. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. You ready to go play? Okay, let's go play.